So I get super bored doing cardio, and it's not my favorite thing. I really do prefer lifting, but I'll do intervals. So I'll go from level 6 to level 13, and I do that every minute on the minute. Seems to keep me more engaged. Seems to keep me a little more interested in the workout. Or if I set it on like 8 or 9 the whole time, honestly, I'll finish the same amount of calories in about the same amount of time. But there's just something about doing those intervals that keeps me, locked into the workout. So I'm not sitting there staring at the clock. I'm not sitting there staring at the calories go up, but I'm more focused on my breathing, trying to breathe in through my nose and out through my mouth. And to be honest, I'll put on a YouTube video. So like lately I've been pretty set on Sam Solik videos, and I was telling my buddy Torrin John earlier today that for some reason I've been hooked on him grocery shopping, watching kind of the old videos to the new videos, how he purchases food, seeing his learning curve. And I remember going through a similar thing when I was younger, where I was learning about nutrition, what foods were the right foods, what sauces, what oils, what sugars, what sweeteners, what sodas, and over time figured out which sweeteners work better for me in a sense of digestion. Overall made me feel better, made me retain less water, because if you're not aware, a lot of those sweeteners will make you actually retain some subcutaneous water, and giving your aesthetic a bit of a different look, a little more watery, a little less granular. And when you're going into a bodybuilding show, it's all about the detail and the definition. So trying to figure out what sweeteners and sauces and so on make you store less, how much sodium your body requires for rehydration versus just overusing sodium to where your body is now storing water again, is a big deal. And it honestly took me a while to learn. So, that's something that I always encourage people to experiment with. Don't just do what everyone else is doing, because again, what works for one doesn't always work for all. And you want to figure out what works for you. You want to experiment. There's obvious guidelines you want to stick to, right? Like sea salt, Celtic salt. There's so many different kinds of salt out there. Iodized table salt generally doesn't have enough benefit to make it worth it. Is it better than nothing? Yes, I do think it's better than nothing. But we have such better alternatives that you can find out there. And if price is an issue, get resourceful. I'll go to like TJ Maxx. I'll go to Marshall's. Any of those kind of discount clothing stores actually have pretty darn good food sections to where you can find foods that work better for you.